Hi everyone, my name is Shannon Giles and this is my Get to Know You video. First and foremost, the most important thing that I'd like to share about myself is that I'm married. I just recently got married this past year in January on the 9th at the Los Angeles, California Temple to my husband, Weston. And that was probably one of the best days of our lives. And I'm so grateful that we had the opportunity to be sealed in the temple for time and all eternity. After being sealed in the temple, my husband took a job in Brazil, Indiana, which brought us to a brand new state, and we now currently live in Terre Haute, Indiana. This is a picture of us actually in Indianapolis. They had this really cool sign where everyone could stand in front of it and you could take a picture, and so we thought it'd be cool to get our picture in as well. We really enjoyed it here so far, and we really do love it. Despite the humidity, we can definitely do without that. I originally am from a small town called Silverville in South Carolina, and below are my two lovely parents. I'm an only child, and I'm also a convert to the church. I've been a member for officially 6 years as of September 4th, 2010. My mom also joined the church a year after I did, but she is since inactive, and my dad is not a member of the church. Before that, I was born and raised Catholic, and all my extended family is Catholic as well. I am also a big USC Gamecocks fan, so hopefully I can still get along with most of you in class. Hopefully I don't have any rivals or people that like Clemson. And I'm also a big family search, family history advocate. It's something that I absolutely love. Ask me any questions that you have about it, and I'll probably talk your ear off for hours. Some things that I hope to take away from this class really go towards the career that I'm in and the career that I want to go towards. So currently right now, I work as a CNA at Cobblestone Crossings Health Campus, and I've really enjoyed the interactions that I've been able to have with the people that I work with and also with the residents, and being able to learn about their lives and how they grew up. And it's always been really interesting being able to hear their stories and their lifestyles and how they think and how they make choices and the choices that they have made and how that's impacted them. Um, as far as becoming a nurse, I've always had a huge fascination with the human body and how it works, especially the heart and also the brain, and how we think about ourselves and are able to take the things that surround us in our environment and how those help us to decide what choices we want to make in life and how that impacts us. I am also hoping that by being able to study more about the mind and how it works, that it'll help me become more of an effective communicator and to be more logical in decisions that I make, not only myself, but with my husband and with my friends and those that surround me. I hope that it'll also be able to allow me to become more empathetic with those around me more than sympathetic. That's something that I want to be able to do, is to dig more into the other person's world and to understand what they're feeling and to be able to come to a better solution or to be able to help them in a more effective way. And I think the other most important thing is that being able to study psychology and the mind through the various life stages, it will be able to help me become prepared to be a mother one day and to also be a better wife, and eventually a long time down the road to become a grandmother and be able to know the various stages of brain growth, as well as the various logical implications that come with each stage of the growing mind. Some other interesting things about me, I am a big time fisherman. I love to fish. The picture up top in the left-hand corner is actually a most recent photo of a giant largemouth bass that I caught in our pond just right across the street from our apartment. probably was about 3 pounds at that time, if I can remember correctly. We like to explore all different areas of fishing, from saltwater to freshwater, small ponds, lakes, etc. And that is just one of the many fish that I've caught. Um, the picture below that with me staying in the Giant Canyon, that is in Angel's Landing in St. George, Utah. I love to go for hikes and to be able to explore nature and all the different environments around me. It's just something that always fascinates me. And this right here is just a beautiful picture of one of God's creations. And I think that it's great to be able to have the opportunity to go out and explore those types of areas for free, and also to learn more about the magnificence of God's creation. And then on the bottom left-hand corner is me on my sister-in-law's horse. I am a huge horseback rider as well. I did competitive horseback riding for about 10 years, and I've always enjoyed the relationships that I've built. And I know it's kind of funny to say relationships with horses, but there's definitely some sort of chi or teamwork that you can build with these kinds of animals, and they fascinate me with how smart they are and how intelligent they can pick up, how quickly they can pick up on cues and learn the different types of signals to be able to make it around the course, and also to go over the jumps safely and with coordination. And I just think overall, I've just always been drawn to this kind of animal. And I remember even specifically in our practice discussion board, when I asked what type of animal we wanted to be, I always wanted to be a horse. And so that is something that I am very passionate about and would love to get back into. It's been a couple of years since I've ridden, but I've always enjoyed being around them and seeing them and jumping. Another thing that also is not on this slide is that I am a huge rock climber as well. And I know I keep saying the word huge, just because that's my way of describing that I'm passionate about something. I'm actually very, very afraid of heights. And so, number one, being able to climb all the way up to the top of Angel's Landing in that picture and stand that high above and that close to the edge was very, very frightening for me at the time. And also being able to push myself to rock climb up probably 50, 60 feet in the air and sometimes even higher has been some of the most challenging parts when it comes to those types of outdoor activities. But it's been able to push me past my fear and to be able to push forward with faith and know that I can do things and stretch myself beyond my limits. And that's something that I also hope to take away from this course, and also something that I use as a life motto, is being able to push away fear with faith and to push beyond my limits. The best way to contact me is through my email, and that is the one provided below. That is Shan, or SHANNHEBB16 @gmail.com. Or you can email me from my cell phone number. I just don't like to give that out freely to everyone, because then I end up with a bunch of random text messages from people that I don't know. So if you need to contact me, if you end up being in a group of some sort, just email me and I will get that out to you. Other than that, that's about it for me. If you have any other questions or things you'd like to know about me, just feel free to ask or comment below. Thank you.